Seriously, guys, that Cineshort that you just watched, the previous video, was so much fun to make. If you missed it, I'll put it in all the places. You know where to find it. I seriously want to do more of those, and I think I will because those are just too much fun. Way much more fun than I thought they'd be. A little bit more work than just vlogging and stuff like that, but a lot of fun. And knowing that they require so much work, it requires a little more focus on the part of the creator, me. And staying focused is the name of the game. But to stay focused, you need to have as little crap that's going on in the world affecting you as possible. So you need to be unbothered. Let me tell you in this next video how I stay unbothered. What is up, everybody? Christopher here. Yes, your favorite American in Germany is back with yet another video. Here to talk about being unbothered in this oh-so 2020 world we live in today. As always, if you're part of the 80+% that is a frequent watcher but is not subscribed, I hope today is the day that you decide to go ahead and subscribe to this channel. I make videos about my American experiences here in Germany, and if you want to see more of that, subscribe to the channel, would you? But onward with the video. And before I get into my steps in being unbothered in 2020, let me first offer some clarification on the video I made about how 2020 has me tired. There was pretty many comments on that video of people wondering and asking me how I'm doing, like I must be like totally stressed out, I must be going crazy because all I do is consume all the madness that's happening. Well, that couldn't be further from the truth. First off, I don't apologize for feeling. I'm human, I feel. Secondly, whenever I make a video that's so specific into something like that, I'm only feeling that in that moment. So that video where I said 2020 has me tired, I was already thinking that just in that moment. So I just decided to turn the camera on and speak into the camera. I don't use my days to dwell on all the issues that's happening in the world, and neither should you. In the same way that I made that video about injustices that are happening in society, I was feeling that in that moment. I always keep it in the mind. I always recognize it and acknowledge it, but I don't dwell on it. If I have something to say and if I feel like I want to share my feelings with others, it's that moment that I'm going to do it. I'm not going to sit on it. I'm not going to wait. I'm not going to put it off to the next day, next 2 days, 3 days, because I'm not feeling as strongly about it maybe the next day or 2 or 3. So no, I don't use my time to dwell on things that's just end up stressing you out and you can't control anyway. So that's to address the people who are concerned when they see a video like that of mine. Moving forward on being unbothered in 2020. I got 3 steps that I take to maintain my peace and tranquility throughout this 2020 madness and chaos. And to me, if you don't try and at least protect these 3 things, you're probably gonna go crazy, especially in today's world. And how you wanna approach things that could potentially turn you into a crazy person, you want to remember this guy.
You and April end up having 2 children together. You fast forward to 2019, and now you have Lil Fizz and April are a thing. When that whole situation became public, how did you feel about it?
I don't feel no ways. I don't feel any way about it. I think that you know, if they're happy, then they should be happy.
Now, for those of you who don't know who that is, that's music artist Omarion talking about the mother of his 2 children who decided to monkey branch into her next meal by basically getting with one of his bandmates and supposedly friends, homeboys. What you just saw is how he took that information. So whether or not he was putting on an act or if that's how he really felt, that's how unbothered we should be with things we can't control. Okay, so my first step to becoming an unbothered person is separating the real world from the digital world or virtual world. Where I find, or the outside looking in that is, that many people fall into a ball of confusion is they don't know what's real and what's unreal anymore. They combine their online life, their social media life, all of that with their real life. So in the moments that they're not online or they're not on social media, they expect the occurrences and interactions that happen with them online to be how it is in real life. And that's how you get a lot of people, more so younger people, thinking that they deserve more than they actually do. Watching Twitch streamers do in real life streams out in the public and then get called out for it when they shouldn't be recording in certain places, but arguing with the authority as if they deserve to be doing that, where they got people all in the background being recorded who didn't ask to be. That's crazy. They can't separate their virtual world, their online life, from real life. There has to be a moment where you put all that away and actually live in real life. Confusion. It's just confusing to a lot of people. You gotta learn to separate online, virtual, social media world from real life. And in my opinion, live real life way more than you live those lives. Okay, now pay attention because this number 2 is mad important. Let haters and trolls be haters and trolls. Here's what I find about people who want to take on haters and trolls. Most of the time, it's a pride thing. No one wants to be the person that got shut down. No one wants to be the person that got told about themselves and didn't defend themselves. Nobody wants to be that kind of person. But you know what? That all comes down to pride. If you feel like you can let a person tell you what's good for you, or tell you how to do something you want to do, or tell you what you're capable of or incapable of, or even be able to criticize you and put you down and have you be so affected by it that you stop producing, that's a self-esteem and self-motivation issue, number 1. Number 2, it all comes down to pride. How much easier is it to not argue for 30 minutes per person and to just let that person be angry on their own? Or let that person sit there and talk to themselves. Trust me, once you learn to just let a hater hate, it affects you very little. In fact, it's kind of a load off your shoulders because once you realize that those people aren't for you to tackle, you feel relieved. And ultimately, you can do more for yourself. You can be more productive within yourself, not having to worry about pleasing these people or doing something in a way to keep people from criticizing you. Because I'll tell you what, criticism comes. People are going to criticize. Even people who love you will criticize. It comes with the territory. So if you're putting yourself out there to be judged, expect negative comments and mean sayings from people. You just got to expect it. Become stronger within yourself. Build that thicker skin. Learn to deflect these things. I guarantee you life will be so much better once you do that. That's why I said this is really important, because for a lot of people, even if you separate your real life from your virtual life and you got your piece or whatever, all it takes is one person to be like, oh, that's terrible, or oh, I don't like that, or oh, you look like this, to rip you out of your comfort and to drag you right down into a state of misery. For a lot of you, that's all it takes is one person. So trust me. Let haters hate. Let trolls troll. You don't have to deal with it. Ignore it. Eventually they fade away and you just keep getting better. That is the ultimate payback. Okay, number 3. And these are in no particular order, but maybe I should have talked about this one first. Number 3, take care of yourself. Now, when I say that, I'm talking about across the board. I'm talking about your mental health, your physical health, your psychological health, and your financial health. Take care of you. What it all comes down to is that no one can treat you better than you can treat you. No one's going to take care of you the way you can take care of you. Only you know you best. And nothing gets a person more motivated than to be healthy. Nothing will do you better than to be as healthy as you can be. Building, as they say, a better version of yourself. Never give up working on you. We all fall off, we all get lazy, we all may not feel as motivated as other times, but never give up on yourself. That's 3 things you can do to be an unbothered person in 2020 and going forward. Now, I know a lot of my German viewers are probably like, what does this have to do with an American in Germany? Well, what got me wanting to even speak on being unbothered is because many Germans come ask me on what I think and what I'm going to do on the things that are happening in the US. How do you feel about this? What are you gonna do about your president and his actions and what he's doing now? Are you gonna go back to the States? Are you gonna stay? This, that, question. Always about things going on in the US. Well, many of the time, my answer isn't the answer they were looking for, because sometimes they'll get this, sometimes they'll get this, sometimes they'll get this. A lot of the times, I'll just be honest, I just don't care. I'm 100% unbothered by things that are occurring in the States right now. There's things even happening here right now that I just personally can't be bothered with. Most of my time is spent in my life's bubble. Most of the time, that's where you'll find me. And that's where my peace is. I've discovered how to find my peace. So now it's your turn to tell me, how do you remain unbothered especially in this 2020 world we live in? Talk to me in the comments. Let's discuss this stuff. Despite every now and then I feel the need to make a video, overall, I feel good. But what would make me feel even better is if you're not subscribed to the channel, you decided to subscribe today. That would make me feel even better. All right, that's enough. I'm going on and on now. Thank you for watching this video. I will link the videos that I was referencing earlier in this video here in the event you want to check those out. Apart from that, have a beautiful day. Follow these steps, and I'll talk to you in the next video. I will, and I'll feel good about it.
Back again. All these cycles keep